Welcome back to part three. Let's waste no more time. Go on to number seven, which is Shan Yu and Mulan. Wow, what can you say for this one? Not only is Shan Yu an intimidating villain, but he's also, if I have to say it, one of the most evil warlords I've ever seen, even in the future. Sure. Leader of the Han army, Shan Yu basically has one goal in mind: take over China. Strange enough, it sounds a lot like Genghis Khan, doesn't it? The only thing that stopped, the only thing that stopped Shan Yu before was is the Great Wall, which he had been somehow got over. Where he destroyed his Shay and his father's army along with his father, where it nearly destroyed Mulan, and then the rest of her army he fell. That is until she causes an avalanche, which basically buried them all in scuffle, potentially freezing a majority of his army to death. But after Mulan shunned into the army due to the fact that she denied hitting the truth that she's not died. And he's doing it. But this is China, and this was way back when. And Shan Yu and a few of his men managed to survive the avalanche and come back. And they retaliated by heading in towards the Forbidden Palace, or Forbidden Kingdom, I forget. But while his men and are disguised in a Chinese dragon costume, he's sitting patiently on the roof. It is until they full pet falcon brings him back with his sword. And I gotta say, Shiny's sword it looks awesome. Especially since it doesn't look like what you think a sword looks like originally. Not straight, but kind of jagged as in like this time if he plans to kill the Emperor. After everyone feels that she was going across the avalanche, he goes up to her and he gets one of those epic deaths of any human villain. Death by fireworks. Which I gotta say, he does that in school. That is a good soundtrack. But the one thing I gotta say about this particular film, in general, is his design. Sean Neal is in a large coat, I guess you can tell it. Take it. He's got dark skin on all the rest of the men, and his eyes, black eyes, and golden yellow irises. What makes him look non-human? Moonlight. That being said, let's move on to number 6, which is Mother Gothel from Tangled. Now, in the reprise of the top Disney villain songs, as I brought up Mother Knows Best, I mentioned Mother Gothel is a bit of a vindictive witch. In fact, yeah, due to the fact that she only wants Rapunzel in order to keep herself alive forever and always young. Um, because according to the movie, Rapunzel's parents take her a flower and that she wanted to keep herself alive. But since Rapunzel inherited that's magical properties, and seeing that it's her hair that causes the magic, but as long as it's never cut, because if the hair is ever cut, the magic stops. And Mother Gothel does have an interesting death. Now, a lot of people have said she dies by falling down the tower. That's not true. She died by turning dust through rapid aging. Then she falls to the ground. Again, and I kind of like it when Disney does fairy tale like those stories. But at least get some of it right. Number 5. Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. Yeah, I'm more aware there is a live action version of this movie as well as there being a sequel. But like I said, more than animated villains. Cruella de Vil is one of these villains that definitely isn't being in movies kind of this. Why? Well, all in the sure, animal owners, especially pet owners, they would find her very sadistic and cruel. Well, because she wants to make a coat of Dalmatian puppy beef fur. And seeing as she already has a collection of Dalmatian, and by the time she gets Congo and Furries with her, she wants every Dalmatian puppy she can and get her hands on just to make this fur coat. She'll do anything and get it. But in the first movie, in the movie, she's sent to jail if she has been, but she was returned at Dalmatians. I forget the rest of the title, but involves one of the puppies is being their hero, Thunderbolt, which is a German Shepherd. Again, I do know there are 2 live-action versions of this movie that include a sequel. So starring Glenn Close as Cruella, but again, only has certain animated villains. And it is kind of interesting though, seeing that Cruella de Vil actually has her own theme song, which was written as a joke by one of the characters in the movie. It poke fun at her for being so evil. So there is another version of the song sung by Selena Gomez. And actually, I said this one, such a now. On to number 4, and this time we'll get into the big ones. That's Shere Khan from the Jungle Book. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Wait, and Shere Khan didn't do that much the whole movie. In reality, he didn't need to. Like the Jabberwocky and Smaug, Shere Khan just has to be mentioned, and you know how bad this guy is. No, even Bagheera tells nobody how dangerous he is towards humans. And Khan is for a tiger. Uh, actually speaks pretty well. Oh, thick British, uh, thick accent, I guess, as you call it. Almost sophisticated and for a killer. He doesn't appear until after return turns to basically hypnotize, constrict Mowgli. Mowgli, and he asks the snake who he's listening to. And anytime he's showing his paws, and he knows the snake's lying, and him that he's been playing off pretty nonchalant. Really, you don't have anybody up there in the paws, huh? And you don't basically see him until like the last third of the movie. Or as the vultures are singing in Mowgli, you see him plowing through the lake until he stops the bolting. And he even stops the song and then explains text. Again, for a villain like this, he actually got that class. He gives Mowgli a sporting chance. That's the run for his life before he kills him. Um, and then seeing that he's incredibly patient, even though Mowgli stupidly staying and making the tiger more and more aggressive. Shere Khan is found defeated and after supposedly killing Baloo. By Mowgli tying his branch to its tail, which was struck by lightning and thus on fire. Seeing as Shere Khan is afraid of fire, who would have thought? Now, the one, well, there is a couple of reasons why I put him on the list. One, there's a deleted song from the movie in which Shere Khan actually sings. And it's called The Mighty Hunters. And two, he's featured in another show, two shows actually, after Jungle Book movies. I say movies because he returns in the Jungle Book 2. This time he wants revenge on Mowgli. And in the end, he traps him and two other kids in an abandoned temple. But in the end, he gets trapped in a stone tiger head. And is surrounded by a pool of lava, only to be harassed and annoyed by a vulture. which earlier in the film we thought that Shere Khan killed and ate. As for the other shows, those that I mentioned before, Shere Khan has made a couple of other appearances. He's a main, he's a main antagonist in the show Tailspin, and he made a cameo in Bonkers. There's again another forgotten animated feature for Disney. And in the TV spin-off series Jungle Cup, which is basically every major Jungle Book character, like Louie, Bagheera, Baloo, Shere Khan, Poppy, and the Elephant are kids. For those of you who are wondering why not including Star for number 4, he's overrated and he's been done with that. How about this next one? Number 3, Jafar from Aladdin. And now, we all know about this particular film. For those of you who don't know, I'll recap in my own words. Jafar is a vindictive sorcerer who works second-hand to the Sultan. He wants to be the Sultan, so he comes up with a plan to steal a magic lamp. Now that's in the Cave of Wonders, which is inside, and a giant sand tiger or head. He tries to do it, but fails. So he's an to find someone from the cave called the Diamond in the Rough, which is Aladdin. Disguised as an old man, he tricks Aladdin into getting the lamp. A return of Amber Wood. The reward you might be wondering. Betrayal, death, but thanks to it, Jafar does not have the lamp anymore. At least for the first 2/3 of the movie. We see him again after the Jews reveal Sultan the Prince Ali song kicks in. As Jafar is also questioning how Aladdin, or should I say Ali, they managed to get up and is to acquire him as well. And Disney cartoon logic, you can't really argue with that. And basically, he comes up with this plan as backup. If I cannot have the lamp, that's going to become Sultan. I'll try the legal, try something else. I'll marry become the Sultan. He does this by hypnotizing the Sultan with his staff in order to get him and the listener a Princess Jasmine, who has fallen for Aladdin. And it's not until Aladdin returns Jasmine back at the palace up there with the whole new world, where he realizes that Aladdin is Ali. And he does this by having the palace guards knock him out, chain him to an iron ball, throw him into the sea, and drown him. Question. Jafar, he had the lamp. Zeus threw the lamp away with him. But how are you going to get it back from the ocean if you didn't take the lamp out of his hat? After our lamp comes back, even Jafar has said, how many times do I gotta kill you? Oh no, that's later on. Never mind. And after his plan has been revealed, Jafar realizes that he is the lamp. Up has his parrot henchman, Iago, who is voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. Again, a voice I can recognize easily because of the vocal pattern. Once he gets the lamp, he goes insane with power immediately. He first wishes to become the Sultan. Then he wishes to be the most powerful sorcerer in the world. Oh, which one is it, Jafar? Do you want to be ruler or do you want to be all powerful? And in his version of Prince Ali, he sends Aladdin out through what we call the ends of the earth, which is basically the Himalayas. The best part of that thing to possibly go. Since Aladdin's been gone, he has taken over the pist, has made Jasmine a slave, and then even resulted in introduced to puppet and boy for Iago to torment. As soon as Aladdin gets back, I just found out. Then he says, how many times have I got kill you, boy? He is he attacked I'm just trying to get rid of it. Sometimes he's picking up these punches, you know, I gotta roll my eyes out. That he makes a ring of swords nearly fall on him. Unfortunately for him, and just pull one sword out of the sword. Which some time before he turns the swords into fire. So calls him out as a snake. Now reveal just how much about a snake can be by turning himself into a giant cobra. And I gotta say this Cobra Jafar is scary at first. And of course, as he's beginning to strike at a land, he's getting no way in. And then defeating him. But in the meantime, he's been smacked, punched in the face, he's been stabbed. Um, and Aladdin tells him that compared to the genie, he's always ready second best. Knowing, realizing this, Jafar decides to make the last wish, which is to become a genie himself. Little does he know that being an all-powerful genie does come with a price. You're forever enslaved by the man and the owner of the man. After he's defeated, and we don't see him again until the direct-to-video sequel, Return of Jafar, or Aladdin 2, which ties into the TV series. It's because of the lamp is about by the Abbas Mall, who also intervened in Mr. Hamford following the schemes. And apparently while Aladdin and the others, Ron, Genie, and Abu, were left behind and have to deal with him. In the song, You're Only Second Rate. This is Jafar's version of A Friend Like Me. And it basically traps the genie in this seemingly unbreakable bubble. And it's not until the climax of the film where Jafar actually tries to kill Aladdin. The question in the first film from G, he said, one of the rules of the genie is you can't kill anyone. You can hurt and maim, but you can't kill. Well, Anderson, you destroy genes, man. You destroy the genes. That comes in handy later on. But instead of Aladdin and the other members of the camp asked to do it for the deed, it's Iago that manages to defeat Jafar. As we can state, he, he manages to kick the lamp into lava, which melts the lamp thus destroying Jafar. And this ends one of Disney's greatest villains, which would be the case similar for the fact that Jafar returns in an episode of Hercules, which is a crossover between Aladdin and Hercules, where he teams up with Hades in order to get rid of their two protagonists. Okay. On to number two. And for those of you who know who might be number two, congratulations. This one, and I'm going to call a villain until I die, no matter what if her movie says. And number two, it's Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent. Now, I want to begin with this one, as everyone else has already done already. Well, let me start with the remake movie, The Sleeping Beauty. Maleficent starts out as a good character. That is, until she's betrayed by King Stefan, who cuts off her wings with an iron chain. As it is revealed, iron is the one thing that can harm her. In retaliation, she becomes the villain, and we all know. After not being invited and to celebrate the birth of Aurora, she pushes the curse person which we all know about. For those of you who don't know, our 16th birthday, she'll prick her finger and spin on the spinning wheel and die. And the only thing that can bring her back to life is true love's kiss. It seems she was betrayed. She believes there's no such thing as true love anymore. Never mind, this is somewhat true, because she was betrayed by someone she loved dearly, maybe for their own selfish gain. Now, to do a little bit of a comparison between the original Maleficent and the Angela Jolie version from the remake. The original Maleficent is pretty interesting. And she has been numerous villains to surfer her control at the den of the castle, along with her pet that Raven Diablo. In the remake, up until Jet can step up and betrays her, she has allies everywhere. Everywhere from the Moors, from the fairy to little goblins, to nymphs, to even those weird looking creatures that look like a combination between a fish and a hippogriff. But it's not until after, or where she gets her trademark or catchphrase Diablo, which actually started out as a pro of the Raven, I guess, that she shapeshifted into a human. And then in return for saving his life, he agreed to involve her and do her as his man. And Diablo in the remake actually takes on numerous forms, such as a raven, wolf, monster, of course his human form, the raven form, and disappointingly, is the one form we love most, like 100%, the dragon. And that's kind of where I have to draw the line. Original Maleficent turned into the dragon at the end of the movie. The remake kept the raven turned into the dragon. In terms of awesomeness, I put these two to the tie. It's because they're both equally frightening, they're both equally powerful, but at least the raven didn't get killed off in the end. Now, before we go on to number one, and I have a few honorable mentions, and these are lesser known villains and soul monsters. We'll take it, well, two of them at least. First honorable mention is Sykes from Oliver and Company, which is Disney's version of Oliver Twist. And Sykes apparently was Crime Bot, as who's so crooked, he'll can antagonize homeless people for money. Second honorable mention from the recently the movie The Faction, and which is a monster. I'm surprised I didn't put that thing up. But the film sounded. Well, you know, why I would put something that was barely seen in the movie until after the credits. That's as a villain. Mm, well, the song basically says it all. You know, it's kind of exaggerated, and when you kind of see it, but the fact he does sound like a horrible creature. Sure, I like the idea now when they designed it. I like how they described it. I want to feel more frightening. I know what it is about me of frightening things. And I always want something that holds you to look more frightening, with the exception of a few things in general. And the last honorable mention is Mor'du from Brave, which is another Disney classic fairy tale. It takes place in Scotland, and it's about a princess who does not want to be a stereotypical princess. Gee, well, we've seen that formula before. Or in the plot says of wanting to change her life, she accidentally turns her mother and her three younger brothers into bears. This ties in with the legend of Morgoth, who was a prince at one point and wanted to become more powerful in battle. With other religion, he became as powerful as 10 men, and as a consequence, turned into the villainous Morgoth bear. Now for number one. This one is kind of breaking one of my rules, but the villain himself is mostly animated. And it's the Gnome King from Return to Oz. Yeah, I know, they're all thinking, wait a minute, Return to Oz is a live action movie. Yeah, well, I'm breaking this one rule because of the Gnome King himself. He's animated, but with a father of claymation and authentic. And after the original Wizard of Oz, the Gnome King has actually taken over Oz. And he's done a lot more than what the Wicked Witch could have done, or what Princess Marmaduke could have done. And he wants revenge on the people of Oz for stealing his emeralds ornament in the city. And he turns most of the main characters into ornaments and games. And as each of the characters is turned into an ornament, he becomes more and more human. That is until old Dorothy breaks the spell and reverts back to claymation. He is killed slash defeated, and when the chicken finally manages to lay an egg, it falls down into his cavernous mouth. And his death is pretty disturbing. First, his eye blazes up like cataracts, and in a frightened way, he asks Miss Dorothy if she knew that gnomes are easily killed by eggs, which is why there are no chickens in Oz, apparently. But as he melts and crumbles, that's the last we see of him. Well, anyway, I hope you all like this video. So it took me a while to come up with the balance for this one, mostly due to the fact that Disney has so many villains, especially animated villains, it's hard to come up with a good list, especially ones that people haven't done before or haven't done already. Tune in next time, and as I go over the top 10 Nickelodeon villains. And thumbs up my video, subscribe to my channel, or see more videos. If I missed anything in general that you were wanting to see on this list, please put them in the comment section below. If you feel like I've done something wrong with this list, again, comment section below. I'll get soon as I can. And with your comments. Until then, I'll see you next time. This is Demon91 signing out for now.